finally clashing against each other. Only the third time in 2026. This is 8 months and 3 weeks. Every single encounter this year went to Happy. And if you look at the results, it's likely that it happens this way. Elo-wise, second best player in the world against the third best player in the world. Only 1-0 is above them. The 2 matches here, Yumiko Arena, 2-1, really close. The last one, 4-1 in the Rabbit and Carrot Birthday Cup. Wonderful name. 4-1. 40 needs to bring his absolute A game, maybe even S game, to stand a chance against Happy. The monster. Happy lost a map to Kaho yesterday, but he's been struggling with the Night Elves quite a bit. With the humans, I don't see that. It's up to 40 to bring the party here, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to the humans to 40 to bring the party here. Otherwise, Happy is going to eat you alive and focuses in the grand final. Because that's what it's about for 40. If he needs to win a map and then we get the final versus Happy tomorrow again. If he doesn't win that map, Focus with a negative score goes into the grand final. We don't have any crazy meta development here. It is Archmage. It is Lich. That's what it's about. But it's, of course, a lot, like, about a lot more than this. It's about prestige. It's about honor. It's about bragging rights. Especially for 40. I mean, Happy will not brag. Never. He never speaks. He never brags. He never does anything. Now, 40, though. Different. Is it the return to the pinnacle of Warcraft for Fortitude? We will need expansions on both sides. Who does it better? Who does it faster? Or is 40 flipping the script on a map like Northern Isles and it's going for a push? This is surely a setup where you can go for a push strat as well. For that, we count the farms and we only see 3. 40, get the big heal mana potion. That is fantastic. Ring of Regen, but an Acolyte there due to a Footman harass. 40 is teching soon, right? He's pushing this. He's playing a tier 2 push. I would be very surprised if not. I really like this early aggression with the Footman. I think this is something 40 has shown before in this series. At any means... Oh, tier 2 on both sides. 40 trying to make things a bit odd with the one rifle push that pretty much only he himself plays in this matchup. And Happy reads it. He's, hey, you got the Footman here? You harass me? Okay. And then against the one base rifle push, nothing's better than teching. Shout out to the sponsor of this tournament. $3,700, I think, for this. Happy is double checking. Are you really not expanding? Do you have any odd timings for me? No, he doesn't. Tier 2 on the way. And how hard does a rifle push hit if your opponent is on one base and on the same tech? And what's your plan B if you can't go for this push? 40, you have to tell me. I don't know. I do not know. What this accomplishes, though, is that the Lich stays below level 3. And if you're below level 3, you're automatically below level 4 as well. And level 4 is almost unbeatable.
A player's forces are under attack.
We're creeping. Level 3, I wouldn't say around the corner. But we're trading XP. Oh, Happy does the same. Happy does the same. Isn't that cool? Great minds think alike. But the Archmage is closer to 3 than the Lich. And that's a win for 40. It's been a long, long, long year. Oh, is he not getting level 3? Gloves of Haste. Nice steal. Oh, it's so close. Happy did not accomplish much in the past 2 minutes. 40, I guess, had a different idea. Thought he would be level 3 somehow, somewhere. Now the footman. Classic 40 play. He knows exactly when the slaughterhouse is supposed to come up, and he wants to delay the statues for as long as possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Paladin second. I like to see that against Coil Nova having single target heal. That's level 3. Did Happy already confirm his appearance on Rara Land? Yes, he's gonna do the halftime show of the grand final and perform his version of the pizza song. Ketchup song.
Players' forces are under attack.
So, can we do something about this? Wand of Negation. Interesting usage against summons. It's usually used to get rid of effects like Hex and Entangle. Happy uses that for extra damage against Water Elementals. He's still committed to this push, huh? He is still committed to this push. 40 is on a timer.
A player's forces are
I
under
think he
attack.
already achieved something in delaying that slaughterhouse, in delaying the Lich levels, but he's losing more and more units. Archmage was also kind of low. Lich is still not level 3. And he doesn't get this last hit either. Priest coming, rifles coming. Having this one statue is so amazing. Still rifle pushes in 2026. Slaughterhouse was hurt already. No acolytes moving forward. If Happy loses the slaughterhouse, it's a disaster. Can you break this one? Lich on the way to the orb. Expensive, but super important. Second statue coming out. What about the destroyer? Probably not too much. The healing in mana region is way more important anyway. Happy, no slaughterhouse. No backup either. Crypt Lord coming. Slaughterhouse rebuild. You should always keep tabs with the water elementals on that slaughterhouse and ruin it. Tower coming up. Exactly. Exactly. Now the water elemental damage is missing on the right hand side, but it's way more important. Happy needs A-bombs, statues, destroyer, maybe even a wagon, disease cloud. Razor sharp push by 40. Priest adept come in. And Happy has to look up what to do now. Okay, now he knows. Perfect micro hack enabled. The spell. Level 3 finally. Archmage is almost out of mana. Love that shot, but it's slow progress. Happy. Crypt Lord is here. Impale is here. Nova is here. Mass Murder is here. Arcane Tower is doing a good job draining that Crypt Lord. That was the one and only Impale, but the Arcane Tower is gone. Who loses more? Ghouls pulling forward. The Frenzy is up, but 2 of them dead. Another worker can't power build that shop. Also, the statue is almost full mana. If you could get rid of that statue finally, it'd be so big because there is no way to rebuild it right now. 40 got 1 production building. Can he get the second? Buildings in production have light armor, so they take more damage from piercing. 3 seconds. Oh, he got it. Okay, still no A-bombs, still no wagons, still no additional statues. But 40 at 50 loses the priest, Reinforcements are looking good. Macro is looking good. Mana on the Archmage all of a sudden is also looking fine, but mana on the Crypt Lord also, since there is no Arcane Tower anymore. Happy pushing him back with the heroes alone. But for how long? Roll of Necromancy being ready in a second. Acolyte here for healing. He got an extra Acolyte for exactly that purpose. We tower forward. And another attempt for that Slaughterhouse, but you can't get it up. You can't get it up. Many old people in the Warcraft scene with the same problem. When is 40 breaking Happy, or when will Happy finally be able to push 40 back for good? It's only tier 2. There's no powerful knights coming. There's nothing really, no mortars. DK, 50%. Mass repair is not that fast, to be fair. And the Crypt Lord doing the damage here. Lich at 50%. Mana for 40 is looking extraordinary. And we go for the Slaughterhouse again. Same spiel. And you have to commit a little bit. Maybe it's a rifle. Maybe it's a priest. Big Nova! Okay. 40 and 42. Paladin, level 2. Can add some devotion aura now. Additional armor against the ghouls and skeletons is fantastic. It's about every single unit now. 40 was able to break the Slaughterhouse, but he could never break the Crypt. Happy 13 food down, but it's tier 3 food with the Frenzy. And 40 seems to be struggling a little bit. How fast the reinforcements. Clarity, Regent Scroll. And that Paladin is making all the difference. The Paladin that was missing versus Kaho. But how do you break the Tri-Hero? How do you break DK, Lich, Crypt Lord? Only 3 ghouls remaining. More space for the tower. And what about the Slaughterhouse again? He's trying to block with the Paladin, it seems like, to cut him off from the retreat. Oh, it seems like Happy is taking more and more control. Surround! Surround! Surround the Lich! He got a potion, he got a coil. Can he somehow reach? Somehow pass the potion? He does! And with that, it's a Fortitude over commitment. Good that he lets go. Good that he lets go. Happy is spending all of his resources, mostly on items here. Not too many reinforcements. Ghouls, super cheap, of course. And finally, the Slaughterhouse is up. It took him 6 minutes? 5 minutes? But now we get the A-bomb, and those are pretty much unbreakable. Incredible resilience by Happy, as so often. No mistakes, no overcommitment, no panic. And that is the Archmage down, and that is Fortitude down, and that's another rifle push defended. Brilliant Warcraft by Happy. Very strong push. Good offense by 40 as well. But Happy stands tall on Northern Isles. Damn close. Oh, so close. Imagine if he gets the Crypt as well. Happy is toast. Imagine if he doesn't have this almost perfect spell usage. Then Happy is toast. 40 had Happy in the ropes. But similar to Kaho, he can't clutch it out. I guess, regardless of if you hold it with Happy or if you hold it with 40, you want 40 to win on this map, just so we get more games between the two. Is Lich first meta versus human? Yes, very much. Or somehow become a billionaire thanks to it. Yeah, or you go into the forest and you see a unicorn. That is also very possible. You might chase the end of the rainbow and you find a pot of gold. That is pretty similar chances. We go for the Expo Creep. That is either a setup for an expansion here on map 2, or again a fake out to make Happy believe that there is an expansion, to then go for the tech again. For that, we count farms. 1, 2, 3. The Crestfallen, thank you very much. Happy on the other side does the same, but he's committing to the ziggurat and the skull. Kind of the same what he did before. A bit unlucky that there was no damage items found for 40 in the beginning. That's always a great help. Lich is charging up. Did he identify? Yeah, he found the crystal ball, checks the base, sees the farms, and knows now I'm not gonna expand. I'm gonna tech as well. This is good flow charting. Tanky Archmage might help against the Nova. Neo is doing great today, even the counting is on point. Some people might be surprised that my counting game to 3 is more or less flawless. Another ring. Oh, that is frustrating. Oh, footy down. No way he saves the ghouls. He sacrifices the ghouls to deny XP. Oh, the ghoul is safe. For now. But that's extra attention, right? That's a bit of more damage that's not spread on other ghouls, on skeletons, on heroes. But 40 has a faster level 3, and this was something that he struggled with on Northern Isles. He had a level 3 creep route, but somehow that got ruined. Maybe a happy steal that I missed, whatever. Or he calculates more ghoul kills in and didn't get that one. Now we got level 2 water elementals early, and that is an amount of pressure that we haven't had this early on map 1. But there's no mana no more. But there is mana on the Lich. Level 2.9 here as well. Another XP dono is level 3 Lich. And I have to say, for being a higher level summon on the first hero, I don't think 40 is accomplishing much more than he did on Northern Isles. But 40 is so far doing a good job. He cannot give this water elemental away. Happy could still creep the red spot, but it's about every second. That's a gift. If it goes to Happy, that's such a gift. He wanted to trigger the purge, and the creeps got the XP. Nice. Rifles coming. We make sure that there's no expo, and maybe even also this acolyte. It is important if we aim for the slaughterhouse again. If you have a repair acolyte spare already, you don't have to build it during the text or after the tier 3 is up. Where are we going now? Rifle, caster, paladin, same strat, just more tempo. This is now level 3, undeniable, except if you have the sickest last hits in the world. But this is Happy we're talking about. Slippers of Agility, Nova level 2, freezing cold for the old man. Desperately waiting for the paladin to arrive. Uh-oh. You cannot lose the rifle! Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's bad. 40. One map away from being eliminated. This map away from being eliminated. He loses the first rifle of the game. This is a tempo-driven build. Or is there a plan B? Is there a plan B? He knows with this loss the push doesn't work. We level the pally for a fast level 2. We got a crystal ball as well. Shows charges now, by the way. Just took us 5 years. The rings and parry up will help against Coil Nova action, but Happy is of course on the way to tier 3. 40 is not. Long rifles, priest upgrade. We're charging up. But are we charging up a push? Or what's the plan? It looks like it, right? He's still going for that push. Happy. More and more puzzle pieces are coming together. No pressure on the slaughterhouse this time. Statues up. Tier 3 ready in 2 seconds. Statues also a lot earlier than last time. Do or die push for Fortitude. More and more people following the footsteps. On ladder I read. Go for that push. Oh, big opportunity if only the riflemen were faster. That is a big overextension with the priest. Easy snipe. And what do you do now? Orb up. Crypt Lord coming. 20 seconds. And the ghouls are all healthy again. If he arrives there 5 seconds faster, it's a bit of a disaster, but now the Coil Nova games begin and Impale will join as well. Chances for 40 were minimal after that rifle loss. And after he couldn't defend level 3 and Happy sees an opportunity! The Crypt Lord position! Impale! There's an invuln! Okay, but he doesn't even use it! Brutal, savage, ranked, Happy on top of the Warcraft world once again. Fortitude has no chance on map 2, similar to Focus who had no chance. The only players who could even touch him are the elves. Zero opportunity for 40 on map 2. The perfect execution of this defense once again. Why is the Archmage there? Why is the rifle dead? These are the questions that 40 has to answer. To his brutal Duyin chat. Double level 3 on the Pally. And Archmage. But it's 43 food. And there's very, very little mana. It ain't over till it's over. This push has to hit hard and it has to hit so precise. Like the Tet Fiend pushes back in the day. And if you slow down and your opponent does not, that's a problem. Hello, Impale. Nova. This is an invite to a Nova. He's gonna epicenter the hell out of it. Another rifle down. Is Happy even losing units? Is the bigger question, I think. Good luck, Focus, tomorrow. Good luck. DK close to 3. Crypt Lord close to 2. And the Lich is flirting with level 4.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
40 doesn't believe in macro games. What made him so strong in the old patches. He lost faith in air. He lost faith in Knight's gyros. He lost faith in the tanks, apparently. But if you look at these series, how can you not lose faith in the rifle pushes as well? -1. -2. It is not the spectacle that we were hoping to see. It is spectacular, but the only thing spectacular here is Happy's Warcraft skills. 40 is fighting though. Trying to bite into that game somehow. But where is this X factor? There is no Stormbolt, surround, kill possible. Holy Light is always necessary the defensive way. And Happy with the statues and with the Dark Ritual. He's using his spells like it's nothing. Bam, 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 bam. GG. 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 This wasn't close. This wasn't close. Happy didn't lose an ounce of skill in his 1 month absence from competition.